again, how do we know that number 1 is not in slope-intercept form? What kind of gives it away here? What's something that gives away? Okay, Scott?
There's no y equals, there's no m.
Okay. Okay.
There's an x.
Yeah. Okay. Catherine, what do you want to say?
I didn't get that paper.
Oh, you didn't get that paper.
Oh, I'm sorry, Catherine. It's not that easy.
There you go. Who else had their hand up? Matt, you want to say something too?
Negative 2y should be by itself.
Okay, in fact, just the y should be by itself. And and that's what Sky was kind of saying there too. Exactly right, okay? This is not in slope-intercept form because it's not solved for what variable?
Y.
Y. That's right, okay? So, guess what we're going to do?
Solve for y.
Yeah! Okay, now this is actually in something called standard form. When the x's and y are on the same side, like this is called standard form. Do you need to know that? It's not super important, but we will just say that. So this is standard form. Okay, but we are going to get y by itself here. Now, you might remember we did something like this already. Remember when we had equations that had a bunch of variables in them, and we had to solve for just like a single variable? Remember doing that? We took maybe some formulas sometimes, and we solved the formula for one particular variable when there's a bunch of them in there. Okay, we did do it, I promise you. It was in the first unit. Okay, well, we're going to do that kind of now. We want to get the y by itself. Okay, so to write the slope-intercept form, get y by itself. Or in other words, solve for y. Okay, that's all we have to do here. Okay, so let's take a look at this equation that we've got. And again, I'm sorry, there's not a whole lot of space. If you like to write big, there is space on the back if you want to recopy the problem on the back and do it there. If you're worried about not running out of room or anything, because I get that. Okay, so what is with the, let me go over here. What is with the y on the same side there that we need to get rid of?
3x.
A 3x, and what else is with the y? Negative 2. Which one of those two things should we get rid of first? 3x or the negative 2? The 3x, exactly right. Okay, it's a positive 3x, so how can we get rid of the positive 3x? Subtract, or add a negative. Yeah, so we'll just subtract 3x from both sides here. Okay. So I'll subtract the 3x here. They're going to cancel. What's going to still be left on this left-hand side here? Negative 2y. Very good. There's a minus in front of that 2, so we treat it like a negative 2. Okay, and what's going to be, how does this simplify?
No.
Why not?
Because they're not the same variable.
Right, 16 doesn't have an x, so these are not like terms. So please do not write here 13x. They don't go together, okay? It's like apples and oranges. They're different things, okay? So we have to keep them separate here. 16 minus 3x. You can eat them, that's true. You can eat them. Okay.
You get orange with the skin around it. That tastes disgusting.
Yeah.
I do that. It's not bad. It's actually good for you.
Yeah, I think it's got more vitamin C if you do that, yeah. But it's also super bitter. All right, anyway,
I like the taste.
are we done yet?
No.
No, what are we supposed to do? Negative 2.
Thank you.
Shh, it's close. Okay, the 2's cancel. We're left with y equals 16 divided by negative 2? Negative 8. Okay, now I've got this 3. Is it a positive 3 or a negative 3?
1.5.
Okay, but it is 1.5. So negative 3 divided by negative 2, you can leave it as negative 3 over negative 2, or I'm going to make it positive 3 over 2, and then x. Now, I heard you say 1.5, Carson, right? And that's not wrong. But why did I leave it like a fraction? So again, negative 3, let me just show you here. Negative 3 divided by negative 2. Okay, we get 1.5. So Carson's not wrong, but if you hit math, enter, enter, right, you can see you do the fraction 3 halves, right? It does simplify to positive 3 halves there. Why did I choose to leave it as a fraction here? What do you think, Matt?
Because negative 2 doesn't have an x, so you can't really put them together or do anything with them.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, with division, multiplication and division, you don't have to have like terms in order to multiply or divide. So we can actually divide them here. I see what you're thinking, though. That's trying to connect it with the addition or subtraction. We can actually divide here. But again, well, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to do with this? What do we need this information for? To do what?
You put in the so y equals mx plus b.
Right. And so this is what is this number going to be? The what of our line? The slope. And so having the slope as a fraction rise over the run makes it a lot easier to graph. Okay, putting it as 1.5, you wouldn't be wrong, Carson, right? 1.5 is okay. You would just have to say like 1.5 over 1, and that's kind of hard to count that slope. But if you make it 3 over 2, that's a much easier slope to count. Okay? So, are we in slope-intercept form now?
Yes.
So, you can say yes or no here, okay? I would say yes, we are, okay? If you said no because the b is first and then the m, that's okay, okay? It doesn't. So slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b or y equals b plus mx. It doesn't really matter the order in that sense, okay? We just need to be able to pull out the information here. So what is the y-intercept according to this? -8. Okay. What is the slope according to this? 3 over 2. Okay? And so there's our important information. Now, turn to that other page that I passed out.
You know, it goes to 7. Oh, 6.
Oh, you're right. It does only go to 7. Doggone it. Well, we'll figure. We'll do something here. Okay? So go to that other page I printed out right here. And we're going to do number 1 right here. Okay? So it's y equals -8 plus 3 over 2x. Okay? So my y-intercept there is -8, and you're right, Matt. So we're going to have to probably just eyeball this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm just going to eyeball it to be like right there. There's my y-intercept of 8. Okay? But then from this point, okay, Alex, my slope is 3/2. So from here, where should I go to get more points? Okay, well, let's go up or down first. So according to my slope, how much should I go up or down? 3. 3, how much? 3 what direction?
Right, I believe.
3 is the rise over the run, right? So 3 is the rise. So up 3. 1, 2, 3. And then over how much?
2.
Which direction?
To
To the right, because it's +2. Okay? And we can do it again. Up, 1, 2, 3, right, 1, 2. Up, 1, 2, 3, right, 1, 2. And then I won't have enough more space. Connect the dots. Okay? Okay. Do graph things here, folks. Do graph things. Okay, I don't do this for my health, all right? All right, we're going to skip number 2. Let's go down to number 3. Okay, number 3. Okay, so this is supposed to be 14x minus 7y equals -7. I actually just rewrite it over here. 14x minus 7y equals -7. Okay, and forget about this mess right here. Okay? All right, let's go to Catherine. Catherine, is this line in slope-intercept form? No. Okay, so we need to do what? Solve for? Y. Okay? Catherine, do you know what would be the first step here to start getting the y by itself? What should we? Yes, from both sides. You got it, Catherine. Good job. Okay, 14x's cancel out. Okay, once I've canceled those out, let's see here. Sean, what's still going to be left on this side? Once I've canceled out those 14x's, what's still left? Very good. Thank you for correcting yourself. And then when I combine these, are these like terms, Sean?
No.
No. So what am I going to rewrite on this side over here?
7. Like, 7 on.
-7, right? Because it was a negative.
Oh, yeah. -7.
Don't whisper, please. Shh.
Oh, minus 14.
14x. Good job. Okay. I appreciate you guys wanting to help each other out, but I want people to, kind of give them an opportunity to struggle some. Okay, it's okay. Don't worry. I promise I won't make it painful if they make mistakes and stuff. All right. Okay. Thank you, Sean. Let's go to Daniel. Daniel, last step here. What do we got to do to get the y by itself?
Divide -7.
Mm-hmm. Everything is divided by -7. So we get y equals -7 divided by -7, Daniel?
0.
Ooh.
Or 1.
1. There you go. That's right. Okay. -7 plus 7 would be 0. All right. How about -14 divided by -7 there, Daniel?
-2.
So it's negative divided by negative. So it'd be
Positive 2.
+2. There you go. Good job, Daniel. I know it's hard to put you on the spot, make you do arithmetic and stuff like that. All right. All right. All right. Thank you, Dylan, for the words of encouragement too. All So 1 plus 2x. Well, Dylan, since you're so eager to help out, Dylan, what is the y-intercept of our line here? That is the equation. Let me ask you this. Dylan, is this slope-intercept form? Are we done? Yes. Okay. So according to this, then, what is the y-intercept? That is, what is the b? Which number? Those are the two numbers. Which one is it?
You got it, Dylan.
2.
Womp womp. It's not 2, so it is 1. Okay? Y-intercept 0, 1. Okay? Dylan, what's the slope here? 2, or as a fraction, 2 over 1. Okay? Dylan, I know it's in a different order than y equals mx plus b, right? It's actually b plus mx here. But remember, the slope is always, always, always next to the x variable. Okay? So just look for the number next to the x. There's the x. Once it's in slope-intercept, once you've solved for y, there's the x, there's your slope, the 2. Okay? The other number is your b. All right, let's go to our graphs then and graph this thing. Okay, y equals 1 plus 2x. Okay, again, I'm going to have Mark help us out with this one. Okay, Mark, 1 plus 2x. Dylan just told us that the y-intercept was, what was it again?
1 plus 2x.
That's the equation. Dylan told us with a y-intercept, which one of these numbers is the y-intercept?
1.
1, okay? So we're going to plot that point on the y-axis here, up 1, right there to that point. Okay. And then, Mark, what is the slope of this line?
2x.
As a fraction, 2 over
1.
1. Okay. You don't have to include the x for the slope. The x is there. It's not the slope number, though. Okay, so from here, Mark, what does the slope tell us then to do? What direction should I go?
Up.
Up, how much?
Like 2.
Up 2, yeah, up 2, and then?
Over 1.
Over right or over left?
Right.
Right, good job, Mark, yes. Up 2 over 1, exactly, it's rise over 1. Or instead of going up 2 right 1, Mark, what other direction could I go?
Down.
Down 2,
And then left 1.
yeah, the exact opposite. Very good. And we get a full, wow, we can like fill in the whole thing here, okay? And then just connect those dots. Again, who'd have thunk it? Back when you were like in, I don't know, how old were you when you did connect the dots stuff? Probably elementary school or preschool? Who knew you were preparing for Algebra 1? Connecting the dots. Parents are trying to help you out. Your preschool teacher's trying to help you out. Shh. All right. So those are all pretty straightforward here. Let's skip down to number 9. Actually, no. You guys try number 5. Go ahead. Number 5, please. On your own. Try that one, and then we'll try number 9 together here. Okay, so number 5, try that one. Put it in slope-intercept form. Okay, and then graph it. So slope-intercept form, then graph it. Okay. Slope-intercept form, then graph it, please. Number 5. Okay, and I will do the same. Absolutely. Feel free to simplify any fractions or anything like that you get.
What are we doing?
Working on it?
Okay, come around and check to see how people are doing here.
You want to get the,
Hey, looking good so far.
you want to get the, oh, yeah, you're absolutely right, on both sides.
I'm right there, Sky. 1 sec, sorry.
I just got used to passing.
Oh, then go. Be careful, it was a negative 15 divided by 15. So it'll be a negative 1 once you get there. No, you had 1 already written. Make it negative. Oh, no, 15 and 15, that makes you 1 1. So just
y by itself.
Wait, make it
Divide.
Yep. By
So
what?
at math, enter, convert to a fraction.
Is it 15?
Okay,
Yes,
so
it
now
is.
that's in slope intercept form. Intercept.
Everything is divided.
Yeah, it's your negative one, your coordinates. But negative one's it. You're good. And then what's the slope?
And you have your y-intercept
Ah, man, you were absent 2 days.
Yeah, go get him, Lou.
Yes, all right. Negative 1 was 1. Okay, and then okay over here.
So y is equal to what's
Pretty close. So, yes, for y-intercept, this gets divided by 15 as well. I think you did 15 divided by 5, but it's actually going to be 5 divided by 15. 15 is going to be 15 as well. Let's go back to the swap calculator. It'll be negative 1. It'll be 1/3. It'll be negative 1/3.
Which 5 is 15, which is already used to.
Spell what?
Times this is equal to 5.
1 over 3.
1 over 3, right. Alright, good. So do we have y equals,
Negative 1.
Okay, let me see. So negative 1, good. And then from here, you're going to use your slope. Now, what was your
so enter y-intercept.
Yeah, 1/3.
What's our slope?
1 over 3.
Negative 1 rise over 3, right. Okay, go ahead and graph that.
Okay. So you got down 1 and right 3, right? So 1, 2, 3, 26. Down 1 again, right 3. Ben, you doing all right? So let's erase this right now, because you're right, that's your goal. Okay. So slope intercept form, you just need to get the y by itself. You need y equals, okay? So what's with the y over here that you need to get rid of? So how do you get y?
Positive.
Yes, exactly, yes. Yeah, good job. Just put the x there next to your 1/3, and you're good to go. Yeah, keep going. Okay, very close. This should be a negative 1/3. So it's negative 5 over positive 15, so it should be negative 1/3. So you see that? That's okay. Otherwise, you're all right. Okay? I know. Just throw it aside. Okay, this is good. We want to get the y by itself. So you don't divide by 5, so by 15. Yeah, divide both sides by 15. Everything's by 15. Okay, well you're not done yet, right? You have to divide by itself here, so you want to divide by 15 still.
But then how would I graph it once I have y?
The iPhone is
So then,
screen and processor.
the number next to your x, I'll let you finish.
Samsung. I can start. I will never get a
You finished it?
Samsung.
Let me see it.
The iPhone could blow up my hand. I would still never get it.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
If
That's right, but
Samsung.
then here,
Yeah.
the y is at the negative 1. You started at the origin, so you should shift this down. But your slope you counted correctly. Shift everything down 1, basically.
Literally, my
Okay.
We
iPhone
have
is
to-
Yes, that's right.
something I would
So,
never get a Samsung.
this is
Eventually, the iPhone 11 is just gonna be a
This is
brick
y
with a
intercept.
glass over the top.
This is your slope. The slope is always going to be
Yeah,
right.
it's
So the number is y intercept. So start
Did you
plot
finish
out your
that
y
part?
axis.
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
almost.
I would literally
Oh,
come on.
you have 1 over 3, right? So negative 1 over 3. So down 1, right 3, or up 1, left 3.
I'm not getting a Samsung.
Okay, and we'll go over here. I'll show you. Or up 1, back 3. I see what you're saying. Yes, that's yes, that's fine.
Okay,
Yes. Oh wait, when Dylan comes back, Mark. When Dylan comes back. Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. Here is your final answer. I know. I'm sorry, Mark. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it? We got it.
Yeah.
We got it? Okay. Good. So here's your work in case you got the equation wrong. Okay. I'll show you the line again. 1 second. Here's the work though. Okay. Subtract 5x both sides. Okay. These are not like terms. You rewrite it as negative 15 minus 5x. Divide through then by 15. Okay. Negative 15 divided by 15. Negative 1. Easy. Negative 5 divided by 15. Negative 1/3 when you simplify it. Okay. Negative 1/3. So that means our y-intercept The y-intercept here was what? What's the y-intercept? -1. Shh. And the slope? -1/3. Okay, Alex, there you go.
Wait, would it be the other way around?
No.
Because it's -1/3 though, not +1/3.
Right, -1/3 is the slope. So if you're going to start y-intercept is -1, and you're going to go down 1 for -1, and then right 1, 2, 3.
I thought you were saying that the 1 and the 3 were both negative.
Ooh, if the 1 and 3 are both negative, that's really then a positive slope. Right? If they're both negative, that's a positive
Yeah,
slope.
that's what I had. I thought
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, just one. When you have a negative in front, only one of them's negative. Only one's negative. Okay, yeah. So what I'm trying to say, so it was -1/3 is what I had. That minus only goes with the 1 or the 3. You don't put it with both. Okay, it only goes with the 1 or the 3. You don't have two negatives there, you just have one negative. All right, I want to show you one more here, and then I'll get you guys started on your assignment. Okay, one more here, and then I'll get you guys started on your assignment. And that is number 9.
This isn't the assignment.
This is our classwork. We're practicing. Okay, well, it's kind of part of the assignment, Sky. You'll see in a second. Okay, but number 9, let's take a look at this. Okay, number 9. Is this in slope-intercept form?
No.
No.
No. Is this in standard form?
No.
No, okay, because the x's and y's are on different sides of the equal sign, but it's still not in slope-intercept form here. Okay, now, to get something in slope-intercept form, what do we need to do? We need to solve for what?
Y.
Solve for what? What's with the y here that we need to get rid of? Sorry? The -6. How do you get rid of -6? Add it. So add 6 to both sides here. Now, this is going to look kind of weird. I've got the 1/2 and the x plus 2 in parentheses here. Can I add the 6 and the 2 together? But they're like terms.
One's in parentheses.
The 2 is in parentheses, the 6 is not. So we're going to put that +6 outside the parentheses like this. All right, Matt, I'll come to you in just a second. Okay, so I just want to pause. Okay, drink that in here real quick. All right, think about it, right? Just make sure you're okay. Add 6 to both sides. Okay, 6 and the 2 cannot go together because that 2 is in parentheses, all right? So we're just going to put the +6 on the end, on the outside. Now, can we simplify this anymore?
Yes.
There, we can, right? What can we do with this 1/2?
He wants to do
Distribute it to the x and the 2. Do we distribute it to the +6 as well?
No.
Why not? Not in the parentheses. That's right. So just distribute the 1/2 to this. Y equals 1/2 x. What's half of 2? 1. So we have 1, and we still have that +6. Don't forget to bring that down. Whew. And then how can I finish simplifying here? It'll be y equals 1/2 x. Yeah, combine like terms, what do we get? 7. Okay, so we get y equals 1/2 x plus 7 there. Okay, so it's the same steps, or same principle. I mean, you get the y by itself, and then just, simplify your equation a little bit there. That's all you had to do. And we get y equals 1/2 x plus 7, okay? So, with that being said, Carson, what is the slope of this line?
7. Wait. I got this.
Okay,
Wait. Half it.
it is 1/2. You don't have to put the x, just the 1/2 is fine.
Feels like swap, though.
Yes, it is. I know. That's what makes it tricky. You're right. Okay, what's the y-intercept here, Carson?
7.
Very good. Okay, yeah, it's easy. Once you identify the one correctly, you can get the other one, no problem. Okay, but yes, Matt T.
At the beginning, I first did a 1/2 times the x 10, and then I added the 6.
Yep, that's fine. Yep. So Matt says, Mr. Wade, is it okay if I distribute the 1/2 first and then add the 6? Absolutely. Absolutely. Feel free to do that if you want to. Okay? All right, we're going to graph this real quick. Okay, so let's see here. If my slope, my y-intercept is 7, so I'm going to put this here at number 9. Ooh, okay, I'll put number 9. Whatever, I'll just put it up here. Number 9, there it is. Okay. And let's see here. Y-intercept is 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, my slope says 1/2. My slope is 1/2, so let's see here. Reagan, if my slope is 1/2 from this point, where should I go?
It'd be down 1 over 2 to the right.
Okay, so we could go down 1, but then we wouldn't go 2 to the right. We go 2 to the left. Exactly right. Or instead of going down 1, left 2, what other direction could we have gone? Up 1.
Over to the right.
To the right. But you didn't want to do that, probably, I'm guessing, because we're out of graph. instead of going up 1, right 2, we'll just go down 1, left 2. We'll do down 1, left 2 a little bit more, down 1, left 2 a little bit more, and now I'm out of graph. So we'll just connect the dots, draw the arrows, okay, and voila. All right, questions on any of that? Nay? All right, so your assignment then. Here we go. Are you ready for this? I'm going to have you do numbers 2. I'm going to have you do number 6. I'm going to have you do number 10. 3 problems. And I want you to graph them too. 2, 6, 10, and graph them. You have over 10 minutes to do 3 problems. You're welcome.
Really?
Sorry, I want you to graph and use this paper. Either one, wherever you want to put them. Okay? 2, 6, and 10, please. On your own, graph them. This is your homework. If you don't finish it, but you have over 10 minutes, you really have no excuse of not getting this done before the end of the class.
2, 6, and 10?
Yes. I'll just write it down. But thank you. Yeah, you can plot the point and then yeah, that's right. But like, we kind of changed what this person was trying to do in the first place, so like, we don't worry about having you guys do right now. But yes, you did do it correctly. Yes, graph those 3 as well. So 2, 6, and 10. Solve for y, then graph them. Good luck.
Thank you.
Have fun.
I thought this would be better because that.
I'll be right back. Yep.
Yeah.